streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press Box Party, streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press Box Party, streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press Box Party, saying it's a party in New York City, baby. Streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press Box Party. Streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press Box Party. Streaming 3-5, everything live, baby. Press Box Party. Saying it's a party in New York City, baby.
A good Thursday night to you. Welcome to the Press Box Party. I'm your host, Antoine. This is Stream 35 Radio. As most of you know the drill, 2 ways to listen to the show. Most of you are streaming on mixlr.com/stream35radio. Great way to listen, whether you're on your phone or your computer. Make sure you download the app, and you'll get notified if you create a user account and follow the station. We also have a simulcast for those of you that want to catch a glimpse of Studio 35 and also watch some of the videos we might cover. Look up Stream 35 Radio, Stream 35 no space on YouTube, and you can catch the video feed. Either way you catch the show, make sure you also follow that, subscribe to that station, or follow on mixlr.com. So we are here in the heart of New York City. Beautiful night in New York on this Thursday. Make sure that you also follow us on Twitter. And we are live, Studio 35 in Manhattan. It is just around 7:15 p.m. Eastern for our live listeners. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Multiple ways to hit us up. You can hit us up on the chat. I already see that we've got a couple of chatters. What's up, Jimmy the Greek? What's up, Steve? We got a couple other listeners here. And, yeah, we've also got another way you can interact with the show if you're brave. We've got a phone line. That phone number, we'll take some calls a little later, is 917-477-7737, 917-477-7737. Love to interact with our listeners, so definitely lob us a call if you can. If you can't, hit us on the chat. Whatever you do, just bring it. Great to have you here. I'm going to introduce my in-studio guest. He's with me weekly. We haven't been in a couple of weeks. We've had some busy schedules here, but you know who I got in here. Representing the GI, that would be from Gary, Indiana. He's a comedian. He's a mixologist. He's a rapper. And he's a master Morgan Freeman impressionist, too.
Yes.
So we've heard.
Yes.
You know, Morgan's actually been in here.
Has he now? Thank you, Antoine. I'm glad.
We got Jonathan Craig.
What's happening, Antoine? This is actually Morgan Freeman going to be taking over for Jonathan Craig today. How are you today, sir?
Excellent, Morgan.
Good.
Great to have you.
Good. It's good to be
I was
here.
worried about you. I haven't heard from you in a while.
Well, you know.
I have not seen or anything from you.
I've been trying to get these moles removed from my face, and it's a lengthy
It's
process. Lengthy process there, Antoine.
So we are here. We're going to talk some sports. We're going to talk some non-sports. We got all kinds of stuff. We've got, besides sports, we're going to talk some spelling bee, which I guess is a sport technically. It's on ESPN. We're going to talk some Jeopardy, not a sport, but we had some big news in Jeopardy this week. DUI is a topic tonight.
Yeah.
We got a couple DUI, I would say like Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
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 We're going to talk about teachers are in the news again.
It's the end of the
Teachers
school year,
doing their
man.
thing, end of the school year. And we've got, of course, Florida stories, a whole bunch of those. A couple of them involving Gators, go figure.
Of course.
Tracy Morgan in the news.
Whoa, again?
Yep. I got some Indiana stories for you, too.
I better be good.
And then most importantly, we've got an unsolved mystery.
Ooh, Robert
Speck? What? Speck.
I almost said Robert Kraft. That's
That was a different.
That's
we
a
had
different
very
kind
good,
of unsolved
We had a
mystery
pretty
there.
good. Yeah. Somebody's got the videotape though.
I need to see it.
That'll solve. You need to see it, huh?
Well, not like that.
Nah,
but
you cool, man. So all kinds of stuff going on here
Yeah.
in Studio 35 tonight. So I'm glad you're with us. Started off NBA Finals. Everybody's buzzing. Golden State Warriors have lost home court advantage again, down 2-1. But I think the bigger story from last night that's developing is a play. Oh, first of all, you worried about the Warriors?
You know what? I wasn't.
Clay should play the next game.
I wasn't worried, but this could be the game that comes back and haunt them.
Right.
I just felt like they should have took control of that game and won it instead of going out there.
It was a bad game.
It was. I mean, Steph Curry.
Jay Craig and
out.
we watched the game here in the studio.
Yeah,
we did a fan cast, which we'll occasionally do.
Yeah.
Pretty boring game. But then something happened that we didn't notice.
Yeah.
Lowry dove into the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Raptors player jumps into the stands, and I didn't notice. He got pushed by a guy. So everyone's like, oh, Lowry got pushed by a guy. They kick a guy out. Well, now it comes to terms that this old knob wearing the polo shirt and khaki pants was actually a minority owner of the Golden State Warriors.
Wow. Owners pushing players.
Mark Steven.
Just put him out there on blast, too.
Mark Steven.
Mark.
Yep.
Pushing players. How classless.
Very classless. And if you haven't seen it, you're living under a rock. I guess I could show it. But more importantly, I did not see the footage of him. I've got some footage of him getting thrown out here that I can, for our YouTube audience, I'll play while we're talking about this. But this is interesting timing we've got going on this story, because just last week, or a couple days ago, I think it was Monday even maybe, the NBA was talking about getting rid of the term owner.
In replace of what?
I don't know. We could open up the phone lines and take some advice. What do you think? And there's him getting booted for those that could check it out on YouTube. But why are you laughing? What's that with that evil laugh?
I bet he didn't think he was going to get escorted out.
No, he's the owner.
Come on, man. It's me.
He gave him a good shove, though.
So
and you said, what if he would have hurt the guy?
Exactly.
This is going to open up a whole new thing.
Oh, yeah, man.
The players are already saying he should be banned for life from going to games.
I don't know. Banned for life. That's a bit much.
Hey, they say if a player would have done it, that might have been what happened. Well, no, not even Artest got life.
Yeah, man.
His push
Ron
was much
Artest
more worth
ran
it.
in the stand and beat up fans, and he didn't get banned for life.
That is true.
So maybe for the rest of the playoffs, I'm down with that. You got to sit at home and watch it. You can't even come in.
And everybody that's an owner is not really an owner.
Right.
I mean, all these teams have 20 people that are quote-unquote owners.
Well, investors, I guess.
Yeah, well, you throw down $100,000, you're like a 1%. owner. Or
Right. Maybe they'll call them investors from
kind of like when Jay-Z was owner of the Brooklyn Nets. He wasn't the owner.
But he owned like 1%.
Yeah.
He was just
everybody wants it. It's just so you get a nice seat.
Yeah. It's a title.
You put up a couple million, you get a real nice seat.
Yeah.
Better than having season tickets. At least you get to go to a meeting or something.
Yeah. True. You get to express your opinion.
And then you get to hit another. And then another thing that happened during the game, we don't have to get too into this guy because we'll see how it plays out. But they're gonna be bad on him. The league's going to be hard on him, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Paul Pierce solving the wheelchair game mystery at halftime.
Ah.
You and I were very intrigued by this.
Yes, we were.
Let's see if we got some sound on this.
Wheelchaired off the floor for reasons he will keep to himself.
I have a confession to make. Whoa! I just had to go to the bathroom.
Number one or
I had to
number
go to the
two?
bathroom.
But why did you need a wheelchair to get to the bathroom?
It was that bad.
Something went down. I had to go to the bathroom.
Michelle Beadle.
You were streaking?
Okay, anywho,
Dude,
injuries.
that's it.
That was Jalen asked him if he was streaking. So, yeah, apparently Paul Pierce, who was wearing all white that day, if you guys don't remember, because the Celtics were at home, shit himself.
Sharded on himself.
Sharded on himself, didn't want anybody to see, and that's why he got the wheelchair, and that's why he came back in the game like nothing was wrong.
I don't blame him. I mean, if you're wearing all
It was
white
not a miracle.
and you shard on yourself, that's a walk of shame that you don't want to have to do in the garden, man.
Chief Firewater chiming in on the chat early here. He was leaking. Well, yeah, so that mystery got solved, and now the Toronto Raptors up 2-1. I should look up what the odds are in that series right now. They can't have the Raptors favorites now, do they? It's probably pretty close to even, but I haven't even looked at that yet. I know they're definitely, especially if Clay comes back, they're going to be like 7-point dogs in the next game.
Yeah, Clay's.
But I have to look up the series price, which I'm doing right now.
There you go. See what we got.
Series price. Yeah, it's pretty much even. The Raptors are favored. Raptors are minus 125 to win the NBA Finals.
Really?
Golden State plus 105. So it's almost a pick 'em. But interesting things going down from a gambling perspective, because going in, Golden State was like a minus 400 or something.
Mm-hmm.
NHL tonight, big game tonight. Game 5, series tied at 2. Stanley Cup Finals.
2-2.
Going back to Boston. I got to take in a game over there last week.
How was that?
It was pretty live.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot more live than an NBA
I bet. Were you like
Finals
sitting?
game.
Were you sitting like right in front of the glass?
I was pretty good. I was in the lower level.
Okay.
Bob Kraft was in attendance.
Really?
Waving a yellow towel, going nuts.
Going nuts, huh?
Yeah,
I bet he just goes nuts all the time. Yeah, that guy loves to go nuts.
That crowd, when they showed him on there, they've got a horrible Jumbotron, by the way.
Really?
TD Garden. They need to upgrade that.
Mm.
That is a tiny little thing. My living room TV's bigger than that thing.
Oh, man.
They just don't care, I suppose. But, yeah. He was in there just hyping the crowd. And when they showed him,
He was ready.
This thing, what it's done for his brand is amazing.
Dude.
Especially locally. He was already a hero.
Now he's an OG
Now he's like, now he's got stripes.
Yeah, man. He got some street cred now. Hanging out in
Anybody that was kind of like iffy on him, fully on board.
$100 hand job, Bob Kraft.
So the Bruins, I'm thinking that, you never know with hockey, but I think tonight could decide who wins the cup, especially if St. Louis wins on the road. They'll be in some good shape there.
Well, they usually say whoever wins Game 5 wins the series, right? I mean,
yeah, I think it more applies to basketball, but it's pretty. It's a big, especially you win that game on the road.
oh, you still a game on the road.
Yeah, that kind of game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm showing a baseball highlight here, and it's not an MLB highlight.
What we got here?
If you go to the screen, and I'll tell you what's going on. This was a minor league baseball game between the Hartford Yard Goats.
What a terrible name.
And the Trenton Thunder. The Trenton Thunder, of course, one of the Yankees minor league affiliates, AA. And Hartford is the Rockies affiliate. So here's the thing. It was the top of the 9th. Hartford had a no-hitter going up 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't even a true no-hitter. It was a number, one of these, they've had like the 4th pitcher was in the game.
Okay.
So it's not even like a real no-hitter.
I got you.
So are you familiar with baseball's unwritten rules?
Not quite.
Things that
Not
are
all
on the
of them.
rule book that you just don't do. It's like an etiquette.
Not all of them.
Well, you're not supposed to bunt during a no-hitter.
I do know that, and that's what I'm looking at.
Which I think is bullshit, especially if in a game that's like 3-0, 2-0, 1-0. That bunt could get a rally going.
You playing to
you
win.
You bunt, next dude hits a home run, you're down 1.
You playing to win.
It's down 10-0?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of
it's
a jack
pointless.
move.
It is.
A little bit of a jack move. So, yeah, the Trenton guy, Matt Lipka, who will soon probably be roping home runs the way the Yankees farm system's going right now at Yankee Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be there soon. And he did this, and then it led to a bench clearing. It didn't get to a fight, but it was a near fight. But the real reason I'm showing this, and I'll put the near fight in there, they started scuffling about it. He got the hit. He broke the no-hitter up with a bunt.
There you go.
What do you guys think? We got any baseball purists out there?
You know who you should ask.
Oh, yeah, we should get her on the horn.
Yeah. She's
probably watching the Yankees right now.
Oh, yeah, going crazy.
Danny, who comes in. She in the studio occasionally. We haven't heard from her on the phone. We'll track her down. We should have arranged that. You're right.
Yeah.
She'll have something to say about that.
Always.
So, yeah, we got some new listeners here. What's
got?
up, MJ?
Who's that?
I don't know.
On the chat?
It might be MJ himself.
From the dead? or Michael Jordan.
Oh, see, man, that's how you really know you're from Gary.
That's right. You say
There's
MJ.
only one MJ.
No,
And it ain't that guy.
it's more than one MJ.
Spelling bee, 8-way tie. Pathetic. This is the world we live in now.
8-way tie. How
Yeah.
can you? Come on, man.
They don't want to break the kids' hearts after they've been that long. You got to have some kind of tie break.
You got to. They can't spell all the words in the world. Like, seriously, just pick a word that you don't think 7 of them can spell. And there you have it.
Apparently it is. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is listening right now.
Oh.
I think it's because we were talking minor league baseball,
Look at him. I see you, MJ.
which he chose to play after he got kicked out of the league for gambling. Excuse me. Pardon me.
He retired. What are you talking about?
8-way tie in the spelling bee.
8-way tie in the spelling.
Damn shame.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
I don't know, man. It's
8-way.
like participation.
It's like everybody
Trophies.
wins.
Everybody gets a
Yay.
medal.
Come on, man.
Everybody gets a medal.
I mean, I know the trophy company's like, yeah, 8-way tie, but seriously.
Before I get to the Jeopardy take of the show, I got to show you one of my favorite Jeopardy clips.
Oh, Jeopardy.
Oh, Jeopardy. I have to run it back again. And those of you that aren't on YouTube, man, I would seriously consider getting us on there to watch some of the stuff, because some of these things are too good.
Jimmy the Greek says it's only audio on Facebook. It's not,
Oh, really?
we're not showing. We have some technical difficulties here.
We'll fix that, Jimmy the Greek.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Florida, Hannah Sage. And a freshman at Tufts University. From Los Altos,
When you're watching this,
William
you can't even do it. You can't even hide your disgusted face, can you?
I can't. 'Cause obviously these people have never held a basketball in their life.
Oh, man. So, James Holzhauer, who was killing it, 32 wins in a row, which was the record. And then he needed like one or two more wins to get the money record.
What is the money record?
I think he pulled 2.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeopardy?
Yeah, he was like 60,000 from the getting the full pro. I can't remember that other guy's name.
Wow.
But yeah, librarian from Chicago beat him out.
Wow.
Yep. And the thing about him, he's like a professional sports gambler.
Uh-huh.
So he would actually be pretty good at the sports
So he was cleaning
questions. Yeah. Which don't come up often.
Ever. Nobody on Jeopardy
But
ever
when they
knows
do,
anything about sports.
When they do, let's not forget when football came up not too long ago as a topic.
Football 200.
Here we
Your
go.
choice. Do or don't name this play in which the quarterback runs the ball and can choose to pitch it to another back. It's an option play. Ryan?
Football 400.
I can tell you guys are big football fans.
Yeah.
Tom Landry perfected the shotgun formation with this team. Dallas Cowboys. Do you think we should go to commercial? Ryan?
Take it on to 600.
Okay, by signaling for one of these, a returner can reel in a kick without fear of getting tackled. Fair catch. 2 clues left, Ryan.
800.
These penalties are simultaneous violations by the offense and defense that cancel each other out. And they are called offsetting penalties.
That's like
Let's
a dead
look at
giveaway.
The, $1,000 clue, just for the fun of it. Jimmy?
As Minneapolis' U.S. Bank Stadium prepares to host Super Bowl 52, I'm looking at the Ring of Honor with names from this defensive line that took the Vikings to 4 Super Bowls.
If you guys ring in and get this one, I will die. Who are the purple people eaters? We're going to take a break.
Alex,
So-
he was very disgusted in these people.
Yeah, Alex is a big sports fan.
I mean, he was really upset.
But there's a whole, you just look on YouTube. It is, it's something.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? We looked up one, what was the answer? Was Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah,
and
the
they
dude said
like,
Magic Johnson. And he was so confident, like Magic Johnson. Yeah, he played NHL.
Well, both hockey and basketball have assists, but I think he also set goals.
And he said
not points.
NHL was in the question.
Oh, look who's in. Mighty Whitey.
Mighty Whitey.
Everyone should have got $1,000 for not knowing something about the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
That's Whitey. Whitey, of course. Wisconsin Whitey.
Packers fan.
Packers fan. Don't know why he's threatened by the Minnesota Vikings at all. But they did do better than the Packers this season.
Yes,
and they
did.
also, the season prior, hurt Aaron Rodgers. So I get it.
Yeah. I feel.
If you want to call in, 917-477-7737. And I think we'll go ahead and get to some of our headliners of the week. We'll start it off in Dayton, Ohio. A lot of tornadoes. It's tornado season.
Tornado
Midwest. Ohio's been getting some bad weather. And, they got to do warnings.
Yeah.
You got to have tornado watches, warnings.
You got to interrupt some
News
shows.
gets interrupted. They run the scroll at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Well, this didn't go over so well when this gentleman, meteorologist out of Dayton, Ohio, what was his name? Jamie Simpson. And I'm going to go to the tape here, and you can just check it out. He interrupts an episode of The Bachelorette.
The Bachelorette, which is a pre-recorded show.
Yeah, not even live TV. This isn't like trying to watch the game.
You can check the results on the internet.
This isn't like trying to watch the game.
Checking social media. We have viewers complaining already. Just go back to the show. No, we're not going back to the show, folks. This is a dangerous situation, okay? It's nice, right? Think about this was your neighborhood. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about this. Our job here is to keep people safe, and that is what we're going to do. Some of you complain that this is all about my ego. Stop. Okay, just stop right now. It's not. I'm done with you people. I really am. This is pathetic. Dangerous situation here. All right, I'm sorry I did that. It just really bothers me that we have people that don't care about other people's safety around here. That's just ridiculous. New tornado warning here.
By golly, jeez.
Just stop it.
Knock it off.
I'm with him, man.
No, he's making some good points. Just his delivery needs a little work.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But, he was honest, and he was upset, man. He was upset.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
That was one upset. I mean, yeah. People complaining. They wanted their Bachelorette.
Of all shows to complain
Of all shows.
Don't take away the Bachelorette from us. Oh, no. Screw that tornado.
This guy in New Hampshire found a bat hiding in his iPad.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Batman.
It's just ridiculous.
And you make a startling discovery, but it's not what's on the screen. This New Hampshire man was bitten by a bat hiding inside his iPad case.
Whoa.
The man made the discovery when he went to pick up the tablet and felt what he described as a bee sting on his finger. The man quickly pressed down on the cover to keep the bat from flying away. He has no clue how the bat got into his home, but he started rabies treatments immediately just in case.
Oh, good. That is gross.
That's crazy.
In your iPad cover.
Isn't that how you become a superhero, bro? Yes, you get bitten by a bat and you got...
That guy will be in the next film. He should.
That's right.
It'll be based on a true story, the next film.
Bat Granddad.
Yeah.
In a world where Granddad's trying to check his weather on the iPad, a bat jumps out and bites him on the finger, turning him into the oldest superhero, Bat Granddad. I watch Bat Granddad. I watch it.
You would watch that, huh?
Yeah.
You a Marvel guy?
Yeah, I'm Marvel. But I'm down with some... DC would do something like that. They're struggling. Like, what can we do? Bat Granddad. There we go. Yeah.
The blue-haired knight.
Yep.
The blue-haired. Oh, boy. Let's see what we got on here. I bet that newscaster didn't realize Izod jeans were on sale at Costco. That's from Steve. If you guys want to call in, 917-477-7737. Phone lines are often open. Finally.
Yeah.
DUIs, man. People have been putting up some numbers. Some
'em up.
Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa numbers.
Oh, they've been juicing.
On DUIs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's insane. And I don't even know. First one we'll go to.
All right.
In Kentucky, this woman, and they did not mention what her career tally is, by the way. She got 2 DUIs in the same day.
In the same day?
Warren County reported 29-year-old Tiffany Henderson was charged with a DUI on Sunday morning, and then got another one Sunday evening. She didn't even make it to Sunday night.
Right.
Hope they actually kept her in there. That's probably why.
How'd she get...
And they didn't give much details behind that. But she got the twofer.
You got the old 2 for 1. How do you get 2 DUIs in less than 6 hours?
Are your court dates like the same time? Like you just hang around for the next one?
Yeah, you just go to the bathroom, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around, come back. You know.
Wonder if it was the same cop.
Now that would be hilarious. Like, didn't I just? You know what? Oh man.
And Jimmy the Greek calls it the Daily Double, sticking with the Jeopardy theme.
I like it, Jimmy.
Attaboy, Jimmy.
There you go.
Minnesota man. He gets on the board. Remember we had a Wisconsin guy that, what do you have, 10?
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was double digits.
It was definitely double digits.
Well, Minnesota man picked up his seventh
DUI
after crashing an RV into a roundabout.
How do you crash a RV into a roundabout?
Lots of drinks.
I guess when you're on your 7th, it's gotta be epic. You know? 7th one, 7's a charm. You gotta complete it.
Lucky number.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna take this RV and just let it ride.
And then finally in Seattle. This is insane. How did this even happen? I'll play some sound from this one.
Oh, we got sound.
This guy has to be the national leader right now.
For DUIs?
Has to be. I would hope so.
Now, Dave Wagner, Dwight Benson has had so many DUIs in the last 10 years that he's now been charged with a felony and he could go to prison.
Cairo 7's Deborah Horn is live in Seattle along I-5. And Deborah, you were
Shouldn't that happen after number 3?
never to drink and drive
I
again.
thought it was 3 strikes.
Monique, that was back in 2010, but King County prosecutors tell us he did not keep that pledge, that he continued to drive while under the influence. And they insist he is a menace to himself and everyone else on the road. He tried to shield his face, but we have seen Dwight David Benson in a courtroom before.
Of course.
This time, however, he is facing a King County Superior Court judge for his 2nd felony DUI, his 17th DUI overall.
Hold on.
17th DUI?
Did you hear that?
He drives despite the fact, or in spite of the fact, that courts have ordered
How does
him
one
not
get
to
to
drive.
17?
He's
How?
17?
He's got a good lawyer.
Or a bad court system.
Should remain.
He drives continually, impaired by alcohol.
His attorney pleaded for mercy.
We're asking simply that the court reduce the bail from an amount that is completely inaccessible to Mr. Benson to an amount that would give him some small hope of being able to post bond.
To get his 18th.
Right, so he can be back here next month. He's a straight up menace. Yeah.
Wow. You should be a judge. You're handing them down.
Yeah, man.
Listening to the Press Box Party. We're just taking you through some of the news from the week. Michigan man charged for robbing Walmart 3 times in one night.
How?
We got a mugshot too.
How do you rob Walmart 3 times in one day? Was he like know the shift change or something? What's going on?
This northern Michigan man robbed the same Walmart, taking $6,000 worth of merchandise.
$6,000. He knows it's an inside job, man. Come on.
Bond was only set at 10.
10 grand?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. He started off at 1:30 a.m.
All right, I could see
Took
that.
some electronic items to his car, loaded them, drove away.
Mm-hmm.
Came back 20 minutes later.
20 minutes.
Got some more items. And then he came back a third time an hour later.
An hour later.
Some of the stuff he took, 3 TVs, all from the range of 50 to 65
Dude, how do you get
inches.
3 TVs out unnoticed?
A drone.
A drone.
A cell phone. That's small.
Yeah.
A computer building kit. A flashlight.
Need that flashlight, man.
Schwinn bicycle.
I mean, while you're at it, you may as well just start grabbing it. It's like a supermarket sweep in this
desktop computer.
Was it a desktop computer if he's getting a computer making kit?
A PS4 racing wheel, not the PS4.
No, he already stole one of those probably. I just need the wheel
and
now.
a hard drive.
God. Where's this Walmart at? We need to go visit it.
This is in Alpena, Michigan.
I've never even heard of Alpena, Michigan.
And there's a mug.
But I will be making a few stops.
There's the mug shot for our people that are online. 34-year-old dude. From Atlanta.
Way to find a hole in the system, man. That third shift, that's when nobody's paying attention, man.
Hole in the system. It sounds like he found a hole in the wall.
Man, he found
that Walmart.
He found the warp zone. Like, where you putting all that stuff? How do you get away with all of that in 2 hours? 2 hours, he cleaned their clock. Come on, man. We got to go to Michigan and get some TVs.
You guys want to stick around too. We got a very good unsolved mystery that we need your help on.
Yeah, we do.
Coming up later. Might as well keep it in the Midwest, eh?
If you say so.
Let's go to Indiana, your home state.
If we must.
We must.
I don't like the way this is shaping up.
All right. Driver. I'm going to let you read this one.
Thank you so much.
This is your
appreciate
hometown. I got some pictures I got to get ready to show on this one because he left something behind.
Of course he did.
Go ahead. Take this one away.
All right. Driver tries to jump closed bridge during police chase and leaves behind his prosthetic leg. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
And I got a picture of that leg.
Oh, we do. Now, officers with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department are searching for a driver who tried to jump a bridge, Dukes of Hazzard style. But this isn't Hollywood, so it didn't turn out well, okay? Officers say they encountered a reckless driver Sunday night and almost hit a IMPD, which is an Indianapolis Metropolitan Police patrol car, head on. The driver refused to stop and led officers on a chase to 38th Street, just west of Shadeland Avenue, where there was a bridge out. Now, he ignored the signs and the warnings in an attempt to drive across the bridge, but this vehicle skid and came to the rest, and it hit the exposed beam of the bridge. The driver exited the vehicle and fled on foot. Literally. This is the most accurate statement of this whole story.
On foot.
On foot.
Not feet.
He only got one.
He hopped away.
How do you flee? He's got to be like the potato
Without
sack
your leg.
champion. Just hopping along. How did
Yeah.
he not catch the dudes? Okay, officers arrested the passenger. Now, the passenger was supposed to be on house arrest, but he cut. Yeah. He cut off the ankle monitor. Now, the passenger told police the driver is a one-legged man.
Do you know the words to this, by the way?
No, I don't.
Well, you know the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the fight song for IU, Indiana University.
This guy
My sister
was not he is not a graduate of any
IU
university.
Or Indiana.
There you go. Get it. Wave that prosthetic leg around.
Apparently, Indiana's got beef with Ohio. Are you aware of this? I didn't even know this beef existed.
I didn't know that, but what's the beef over?
Indiana company sparks outrage with an unscented Ohio candle. Indiana company is
candle
marketing an unscented Ohio candle with the description, "Not much to see here, not much to do."
Wow.
I did not know about this rivalry.
That's the pot calling the kettle black there. That's like 5 states in the Midwest.
Well, if Indiana's going to go to battle with anybody, I guess they would choose them.
I mean, it's the neighbors, you know? If you can't crap on your neighbors, then who can you crap on? I gotta stick up for my state, man. You know.
Oh man. Did you tell me a bartending story where somebody was peeing in drinks?
Me? No, I would never associate myself with any person who would do such a heinous thing like that.
Well, check this one out of Memphis.
What we got?
This guy worked an assembly line at a cereal plant.
Mm-hmm.
Sent to prison for urinating in Memphis cereal factory.
Like where in the
10
factory?
months in prison. 49-year-old Gregory Stanton was sentenced in federal court, pled guilty to tampering with consumer products.
So he was peeing in people's cereal.
This was at a Kellogg's plant.
Oh no, I'm never eating Frosted Flakes again.
And he recorded video of himself. Yeah, urinating into a bucket, dumping it onto some Raisin Bran.
Oh man,
So
I love
hopefully
Raisin
you haven't
Bran.
been-
That's my favorite.
This happened in 2014 too.
Oh, I stopped
So he
eating.
finally got sentenced.
Well, I stopped eating Raisin Bran back in 2012, so I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. That's a whole new meaning to who eating your cereal this morning? That guy beating everybody's cereal. That is disgusting.
Looking at the chat. Yeah, on foot. That was a good one.
MJ.
Chief Firewater wants to know how Steve Avery spent 2 decades in prison, and the guy with the 17 DUIs can't even get in there.
Yeah, there's a waiting list for people with DUIs apparently.
Some states are different than others, though.
Yeah, obviously
I
you
don't
can
know
get
the state of
17
Washington.
DUIs
I thought
and not
state
go
of
to jail.
Washington would be tough. We know when we get those big numbers out of Wisconsin, they've got some lenient DUI rules.
But 17, I'm gonna move to Seattle and I'm gonna just black it out and just drive around. I got 16 more times to do it. I'm good.
16. He might still have a chance.
He might be the oldest superhero there. He's 17 DUIs. That's some superpowers right there, man.
For you millennials out there, Charmin is working hard to keep you guys happy. Charmin toilet paper. They're now creating a roll that lasts for 3 months.
Come on, man.
Got a picture of this thing.
Why? Why do you need a roll of toilet paper that's going to last you for?
It's not a Business Insider here.
That's like an industrial roll for a restaurant.
You know that's some thin ass toilet paper.
Yeah, man. For real.
That cannot be.
After Taco Tuesday, you'd be halfway through that, man. Thought you said it was going to last 3 months. That's that half ply. That ain't even 1 ply.
917-477-7737 if you want to get in on any of these stories. We got to get to Florida here. Florida went above and beyond this week.
As they always do.
With one of my favorite 911 calls ever included.
Oh, yes. Oh, Florida.
We'll ease into it, though.
All right.
This is just a run-of-the-mill Florida story. Florida man arrested for crashing a wedding on St. Pete Beach during bride and groom's first dance.
Come on.
This is why you should never have a wedding on a beach, by the way. You get random staring at you, peering.
True, but who?
Yeah.
Who?
Obese, shirtless guy just peering at you.
True.
It's
But
not a
who
good
takes
look.
it
There's no
upon
privacy.
themselves to cut in on the first dance? You got to be blacked out drunk or a resident of Florida to even think this is a good idea. In this case, this guy was both.
37-year-old man. This is at the Grand Plaza Hotel.
What a loser.
In St. Petersburg.
He ruined their first dance forever. I mean, it's a conversation piece, though. Definitely. Remember our first dance? Yeah, and that drunk guy came and cut in and danced with me instead of you.
I know. Where's the video of this?
What do you do when a drunk person just cuts in and says, excuse me, I got this?
One of our listeners, Steve, says he's an ordained minister, so he's open to weddings.
On the beach.
We've got it. Yeah, he'll take a beach wedding for you.
Anybody who wants to crash any weddings, you just follow Steve. Follow him around.
People, man, please stop calling the cops about fast food.
Yeah, seriously. Like,
we're getting way too many stories about it.
It's fast food.
It's fast food.
It's not even good.
The one out of Florida we have. Florida woman attacks a Burger King employee.
Burger King?
For not giving free fries.
That's not their thing. They don't generally give people free fries, so I don't understand what
Is
the
this a
beef
woman,
is.
by the way?
Nah, man.
I'm going to pop up the...
that's not a woman.
For our YouTube audience.
That's not a woman, first of all.
Explain this being
right.
to our
So look.
audio-only listeners.
All right, a Miami woman. Police have arrested one woman and are looking for the
Natasha.
second. Her name is Natasha. After an alleged assault on a Miami Burger King manager over French fries in April. Now, Natasha, who is 42, faces charges of armed burglary with assault or battery, attempted robbery with a deadly weapon, and criminal mischief. Okay. Now, Beasley and her girlfriend, 27, she's robbing the cradle there. They went to the fast food restaurant on April 2nd, and she asked for free fries at the drive-thru. Now, according to the arrest report, they said when the employee refused, the two said, "We ain't having it." They allegedly parked the car, said, "We about to roll up in this restaurant and let this dude know how we feel about these free fries that he can give us." Because Burger King's fries are so amazing. Get out of here, man. You serious?
And Siri
always chiming in at the wrong time.
Aaron Hicks with a 3-run home run.
There we go.
For the Yankees.
Go Yankees.
4-0 on Toronto. Yeah, but that's a tough. I bet she could throw.
I bet he could. This is not a woman. This is not a woman.
Now. She can be whatever she wants to be.
That's right. However she identifies, she can be a unicorn if she likes.
So getting out of Florida real quick, just to keep it on fast food, things that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
In Louisiana, a Taco Bell customer called the police after the restaurant ran out of taco shells.
Taco shells.
Soft and hard.
Just close the restaurant. I mean, what else are you selling? Taco Bell, if you don't have hard and soft shells. I mean, don't call the police. Just go to another crappy Taco Bell.
Right.
Or just go get some dog food and put it in a hard shell and call it a day. There's no need to call the police.
Oh, man. Then there were some other ones. There was also an Indianapolis man who called 911 to report a theft of his foot-long Subway sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody swiped his foot long and he called the police.
Yep. And then there was a 5-year-old that also called 911 because he wanted McDonald's.
Okay,
The cop actually brought it.
He's 5. I get it. But still, I wouldn't have brought it.
Just doesn't stop.
Nope. I'm
You're listening to the Press Box Party, 917-477-7737. Then also in fast food, we had an incident at a Florida Wendy's. Where an employee took a bubble bath in the restaurant sink.
How big are these sinks?
Took a video of it.
What an idiot. What?
They didn't post the video, but they got a still shot.
We got a still shot
of her
of this.
Snapchat.
Wendy's employee fired.
Because of course she put it on Snapchat thinking, "Oh, I'll be good here."
Yeah, they won't see it.
It disappears after 24 hours.
Come on, my manager's not on Snapchat. This would be a great prank. Well, joke's on you because you don't have a job.
And that one happened in it happened in Florida. Does it matter?
This is
Milton.
Yep. That sounds about right. I wouldn't want to even take a bath in the Wendy's
that thing.
sink. You probably get
what?
Foot and mouth disease or something. I'm cool on that. But at least
Chief
you know
Firewater has a lead on the guy that got his Subway sandwich stolen in
really?
Indy. He says he thinks it was Jesse. He took the man's foot off. Sometimes our listeners say some funny things.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot, but sometimes. Oh, man, Florida. Just keeping it coming here.
Come on, Flo Rida. Let's go.
Jacksonville.
What we got here?
Pig left in a pig.
A pig
was left in a hot Florida car. 2 people got arrested for that.
For what? They just pre-brazened the pig.
Miranda Lamondola and her coworker called security after noticing the pig was left in the car in the scorching heat.
We noticed the pig is in the car, and of course we're looking to see what's going on. The car is parked with no AC. All 4 windows only have an inch actually cracked, so not even my arm could actually fit through it.
Security told Lamondola they didn't have the authority to get inside the car without the owner's permission.
Well, at that point, I called JSO because 45 minutes goes by since I actually videotaped, knowing that the pig has no water, has no food, and he's freaking out. Like, I'm freaking out after 45 minutes of this whole process.
Once JSO arrived, they began looking and waiting for the owners to show up. The pig's condition started to get worse.
At this point, an hour since I made the video, this pig has been in here, and he's foaming at the mouth. When he foamed at that mouth, I was freaking out. At first, I thought he was actually throwing up, but no, he was foaming. He was shaking, and that's when I turned to the cop and said, he is foaming at the mouth. Can you please break the window?
The officer eventually broke the window, freeing the pig.
They broke the window, got the pig in the car, of the back seat of the cop car. So when we got him there, luckily we had water. So we sprayed that water all along the pig. He finally was responding to us. And at this point, we had to grab more water from inside of the mall, a whole bucket, just so that way he could drink and get himself back to normal.
Oh, the pig's picking up the pig. Come on. I mean, they just pre-brazen the pig for the cookout later. That's all. That's all they're doing. The pig's gonna. Where'd they set the pig free to? Where's he gonna go? Let's set the pig free.
Hopefully not back to the owners.
I mean, the pig. They were. I'm sure they planned on eating the pig.
Well, we've had that story too, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
All right, we're gonna have to go to the videotape here. We've got a question for our audience on this one. This was in Tampa City, Florida, at a legislative council meeting, city council meeting, and apparently 2 council people don't like each other. But it's your call. What do you think? What do you think here about this? Let's just go to the tape. If you're on YouTube, we've got some video to supplement it too. Is that a meeting?
Okay, we move on to our workshop agenda.
A woman gets up,
ceremonial
passing this guy,
for presentation
talking.
of commendation for Officer of the Month.
Is that Stephen Colbert?
Citra.
Looks like him.
So she walks by him and coughs. We'll run it back again.
Or does she cough?
Or does she? Did she say asshole?
Oh, yeah. She definitely said asshole.
One more time.
I like how she tried to supplement it with another cough. Asshole. Coughing cold season. I love it. I'm all about it.
You ever busted one of those on somebody?
No, I haven't. I'll just tell them straight to their face. I mean, at that point, ain't no point us. But in her situation, I get it. That was real clever. I like that.
You listen to Press Box Party. I'm here with Jonathan Craig, and we're just going right through things that happened in Florida the last couple of weeks since we haven't been around. We're jam-packed with Florida stuff. Coral Springs man bitten by python lurking in the toilet.
Yo.
That is a nightmare situation.
It is. Can you imagine you sitting on a toilet and all of a sudden...
in an apartment.
All of
no
a sudden,
less.
the python bites you on the balls.
Yeah.
That is not how you become a superhero. That's how you become dead.
They didn't really give us an update on the guy. I mean, the guy, I think he's fine.
I hope so.
Yeah, they interviewed him, so.
Oh, good. And he has no superpowers. Man.
Yet.
Not yet. Snake Man.
Gators.
Gators.
2 gator stories.
What we got here?
And we're not talking Tim Tebow.
We're never talking Tim Tebow.
What's the first one?
Listen here. We got 11-foot gator.
What? Hold on.
Whoa.
How big?
11-foot gator. I did say that like, it's nothing. 11-foot gator. An 11-foot gator breaks into a Florida home and just ransacks it. Breaks the wine. Just goes in and just trashes the place.
How the hell did the gator get in the phone?
We broke through the window.
Here's some video of that gator. Very short video. Just broken wine glass all over the kitchen floor.
You know, I would.
11-foot gator.
Can you imagine walking into your kitchen and then in the middle of the night you see 11-foot gator?
And that thing got in. They showed. Actually, don't they show like how it got in?
Yeah.
It broke through. Yeah, like a floor window.
He broke through a window. I wonder what he was looking for. These gators.
Forget that.
For real. 11-foot gator, bro.
It's time to move.
That's taller than the basketball court. For those of you who need a visual.
Yeah.
If that gator was standing up.
I mean, he was doing all that damage with his tail.
He can dunk.
That wasn't even his mouth that tore apart that kitchen.
No. That tail was smacking.
And then we got one more out of Gainesville involving gators.
We're surprised by an unwanted visitor.
Yeah, you could say that. CBS 4's Jocelyn Howard brings us the date night that was crashed by a gator.
Comes swimming up, right up to the bank, and he just looks us dead in the eyes. And then he immediately just sprints up onto the beach.
A romantic dinner gone wrong.
Yeah, we were in shock, so we just like hauled
That
the
one's
other way
11
and
feet.
Yeah, that's a pretty
watched
long
it
gator.
happen.
Taylor Fort planned a picnic spread for her fiancé Trevor Walters on Thursday, a special date night before Trevor leaves for the Marines for 10 weeks. Little did they know it would be interrupted by a hungry gator.
He annihilated an entire block of cheese, gobbled it down, lickety-split. The salami didn't stand a chance.
Washed down with half a watermelon and a pound of grapes.
And then the worst part, he goes over, we had this big bowl of guac made. He eats the whole bowl. He put the whole bowl in his mouth and just like...
But Taylor and Trevor were not going down without a fight.
So I learned this technique back in my childhood to scare away bears. You get up and make yourself big and like make loud noises to scare it away. It's called a bear scare.
And apparently it worked.
It really worked, the bear scare.
Yeah.
For real.
Because, you know, what alligator will come up and steal food at a picnic like that? It's like Yogi the Bear.
Experts say a gator.
Can we talk about this couple?
They belong together. Did you see how she was looking at him and he was explaining?
Yeah.
She was just in love. Like, oh my God, the love of my life. I love you so much that we had a picnic on the side of a swamp.
Most Florida couple ever.
Oh, yeah, that's super Florida. Super Florida.
They'll be back in the news for something else. No doubt. It is gator season.
Is it? I think it's always gator season in Florida.
Florida woman caught on camera twerking in a clothing store while shoplifting.
What? She's like dropping it like it's hot and then picking up the merchandise like it's hot.
Yeah, they did give us some video on this one.
Not even
surveillance
a good
video.
twerk.
Here, hold on. Let me get some. I think we got some volume too.
Tonight, police are trying to identify a pair of twerking shoplifters caught on surveillance video stealing from a Pembroke Pines store. Cameras inside the Mad Rag clothing store on North University Drive captured one of the suspects twerking through the aisles while pulling clothes off the shelves and into her bag. Officers say the shoplifter stole more than $300 worth of clothing on April 26th. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of the two women is asked to call Pembroke Pines police.
Twerking and stealing. Would they think the twerk was going to be distracting? Oh, man, look at that girl twerking. Oh, man.
This guy right here, what'd he do?
All right, so we got a man arrested for domestic ketchup battery. Not for beating someone with a ketchup bottle, but for pouring ketchup on his girlfriend in the bed. Let me give you the
Peter
rundown
Wagman,
here.
37, and his 41-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, they recently got into an argument over infidelity by the victim, and the couple who lived together have been together for 11 years. Now, at around 4:45 a.m., nothing good happens at 4:45 a.m., cops report the victim awoke to ketchup being poured onto her by Wagman, who was yelling, "That's what you get, bitch," as he's pouring ketchup over. It's a pretty good statement when you're standing over somebody wasting condiments. And so the police arrive at the residence and they found the woman covered in ketchup. Now, Wagman denied the condiment attack, although the patrolman noted that he had a little bit of ketchup on the side of his pants. Okay. Now, Wagman was released yesterday from the county jail as he pleaded not guilty to the misdemeanor. And the judge has ordered him to have no contact with the ketchup. No, I'm just kidding, with the victim. What a waste of ketchup. I didn't even know you can. How is that battery? Like, seriously. Pouring ketchup over somebody, I guess if you're screaming, "That's what you get, bitch," that's what makes it battery. If he was just screaming, "Hey,
he
honey,"
would have been a little more courteous.
"Hey, honey, wake up. It's ketchup time." You don't call the police for that.
Steve says he was caught red-handed.
Oh, yes, he was.
Hey-o.
Definitely.
You're killing me, man.
That's R. Kelly, by the way.
For those of you.
That was not me.
Yeah, you don't want to be confused with R. Kelly. Not at all.
R. Kelly was back in court yesterday, I saw.
Oh, man. Come on, Kales.
The judge at some points just got to be like, all right, man, come on.
Just come on.
You just give me a guilty plea here.
Just say you.
1 out of like 60.
Come on.
Just say one of them happened.
Just admit to something. We ain't stupid. We know you can't read, but come on.
All right, before we get to my favorite 911 call, which also came out of Florida.
Oh, Florida.
And we still got to get to our unsolved mystery, so don't go anywhere. And if you want to call in and comment on any of this stuff, you guys are very active in the chat. Lob us a call, 917-477-7737. That's your number. Go ahead. I got a mugshot of this guy.
All right. Florida man pours salt.
Another Walmart story.
Yes. In Walmart to get rid of evil spirits around him, the sheriff say. All right. So in Hudson, Florida, a man in Central Florida.
38-year-old man.
38-year-old man.
And he's got no teeth. You could just tell. He doesn't have his mouth open, but you can tell this guy's got no teeth.
He lost his teeth at a young age.
Yeah.
You 38 and you don't have teeth.
He doesn't got a damn tooth.
Not a one.
He just got the grin.
So
the no teeth grin.
So a man in Central Florida told deputies he poured salt on the floor of a Walmart store to get rid of the evil spirits around him. And the Pasco sheriffs arrested the 38-year-old man earlier Sunday morning. And the store manager told the investigator that a man poured salt on the floor on his feet before walking on the wood near the store. Okay, the manager said he wanted the man charged with trespassing. How can you trespass in a Walmart if it's open?
You can't.
And if he poured the salt, I mean, it'd be different if he came in there with his own salt. But if you're in Walmart just in the condiments aisle pouring salt, I mean, it ain't trespassing. It's stupid, but it ain't trespassing. I mean, for a dude with no teeth, I mean, you gotta kind of cut him a break, man.
You've actually got a little sympathy for this guy.
You know, I do. He's 38 and he don't have a tooth in his mouth. I'm sure there are some evil spirits around him.
All right, one more in Florida. This is classic, man. This is what I like to call internet gold. This is internet gold right here, people. Involves a 911 call. This Florida man. Well, let's just take you to the story.
Let's do it.
Let's just take you to the story here. This is just too good to be true. Reminds me of the guy that called the cops, and we've reset that one a couple times when he was asking about how much trouble he could get in for growing weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know. So, like, I ran from a cop 30 minutes to an hour ago. I was the guy over there off of Kingsville Estate. Like, what do we pay you guys for? Like, I've driven past 4 cops.
What do you mean you ran from a cop?
I mean, he turned his lights on me and got behind me, and as he was walking up to my door, I did a donut around him and left.
Okay. So you want to now see the officer, or what is your question?
My question is, I'm assuming he put an APD out that has someone looking for my car. But, like, he definitely got the plate number. But,
okay.
I've passed, 4 cops just driving around. Like, what are you guys doing?
Well, we're working on mini calls, sir.
That was a complaint.
Idiot.
Customer service.
I'm running from the police and they not even chasing me. What kind of car chase is this? He just donut and he leaves. What an idiot. What an idiot. You know, that's that privilege though, man, you know. You call in and complain about the police not chasing you.
Oh, he got arrested though.
Good for him, as he should have. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted to get arrested.
Yeah. So that was quite a couple of weeks in Florida. Thanks to Florida again. Press Box Party, 917-477-7737. And we've got more stories. We still got to get to teachers just acting unruly, and we still got to get to our unsolved mystery. We got a couple of videos we want to share too. Tracy Morgan was in the news here locally in Manhattan.
What's he up to these days?
Buys a $2.5 million Bugatti.
Whoa.
Drives it for less than 20 minutes, a few blocks.
Mm-hmm.
In New York, that's like 3 blocks.
Yeah, and that's probably like
in
40 minutes. That's about 40 minutes.
And somebody crashes into him.
Oh, God.
Plastic still probably on the seats. He was mad, too.
I'm mad that he spent that much on the Bugatti.
There's a...
That's what I'm upset about. I'm sure he had insurance on it, though, which is...
I don't think they'd let you even test drive that thing without insurance.
But now, he's really thinking that $2 million purchase. Man, probably wasn't a good idea. Well, Tracy, I do not feel bad for you, sir. Sorry.
What else we got here? Pogo stick. Okay, so these scooters.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe they haven't been banned yet. You know, we got bike share. Now they've got scooter share. Any of our listeners out there live in a city where they got scooter share?
You don't like scooter share?
They never have that here in New York.
You say they won't, but watch. They got bike. They got City Bike.
I know. City Bike has a pretty good record, though.
Yeah,
they say no one's died on that.
I rode a City Bike over here.
Well, if you're in the bike lanes.
There's not a lot of bike lanes.
No, you have to. I wouldn't do it. The only time I did it once in New York was like along the water, and that was it.
No, that's rough, man. The first time I rode a City Bike, I got hit.
It's like a
The first day I got hit by a car.
You did get hit.
This chick opened up an Uber door and bam, I flipped right over that thing, man. It's like what you see on TV.
We'll get a load of what they're proposing in San Francisco.
What are they doing?
Costco's a big topic on the chat right now.
Yeah, people don't believe that there's Costco in New York.
There's one in Harlem.
There's one in Queens.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
Yeah, man.
I think there's one in Brooklyn too.
Yeah, I love Costco.
It's the free samples.
Always. The free samples are the best.
You just get the free samples and bounce?
And come back.
With no membership card.
Go change clothes, come back. I used to live down the street. I could go in Costco, get some samples, go change clothes, get some more.
So in San Francisco, man, they're proposing pogo sticks.
This is stupid.
Share pogo sticks.
Thinks that it could be the next hot thing after scooters and e-bikes. The company's called Kangaroo and wants to bring as many as 200 rentable pogo sticks to the streets of San Francisco, an idea that was met with curiosity and a fair share of caution and skepticism along the Embarcadero this morning.
That's pretty interesting. They're thinking outside the box. Everybody's doing bikes, scooters, and it's like, being unique. But at the same time, you gotta think about who's really gonna go on a pogo stick.
I don't think it's gonna be a good investment. I think it's just gonna be a waste of their time because honestly, I don't see people really trying it because pogo stick, you really think they're going to be hopping around all San Francisco?
But few foresaw the popularity of e-scooters and bikes before they appeared virtually.
You know how many hills San Francisco got?
Dude, you know how
you supposed to get up or down a hill?
Stupid that is. Have you ever been on a pogo stick before?
I mean, who actually knows how to successfully use one? That's the first.
My brother had a pogo stick, and
yeah, they're not easy to use
at all. It's just a circus trick, man. The pogo sticks belong on like slapstick comedy TV shows.
Right.
That's it. It's not a mode of transportation. Can you imagine? I'm on my way, man. I'm pogoing over to your house, bro. I'll be there in like 5 hours, man. I'm gonna have a headache. I'm gonna puke as soon as I get there. It's gonna be great. This company's gonna lose money. Who proposed this? I got some ideas for them. If they,
of course,
think,
it's San Francisco.
If they think this is a good idea, then man, we need to do business. Pogo sticks.
Wisconsin, why do you listening? Wisconsin's got something new.
I hope you're listening, Whitey.
Can't get a DUI on a pogo, says the listener.
That is
a DUI on anything.
You get on the pogo stick drunk.
Well, yeah, actually you can't because you would not be able to pogo.
No, absolutely.
Right.
You'd probably get hit by a car. Try to pogo drunk. See what happened.
No, you would murder yourself before you'd even get to a car. Vaping, man. Vaping's big.
It is.
Look at the pictures of these things.
What are we doing here?
In Wisconsin, of course, where else would they try this? They're vaping booze.
What a waste of alcohol. Like if you want to, and it's in a balloon, just go suck some helium. If that's what you, don't waste alcohol, turn it into mist, and then put it in a balloon and then suck it and then try to be cool. All right, look, Wisconsinites. Lust for alcohol is extremely well documented. Okay, since achieving statehood, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what we got here. Now, Milwaukee.
You just take a shot. It's called a vape shot.
Come on. Stop it.
$8.
$8 for a vape shot. Why would you want to do this?
It attaches micro droplets of liquid alcohol to the mist shots, which go straight from the balloon into your lungs, resulting in a calorie-free drinking experience.
So no more vodka sodas.
Wisconsin cares about that.
Absolutely not. They don't care about calories in Wisconsin. This is actually stupider than pogo stick sharing. This is a waste of alcohol and balloons and technology and everything.
917-477-7737. I know we occasionally have some teachers listening.
Yeah, we do. We love our teachers.
What do we got in some teacher stories?
All right, so we got some teacher stories here. And is this in this is in Florida?
Yeah. This is a double banger. This is a teacher and a Florida story.
So a Florida teacher didn't give her student an F. Instead, she wrote WTF on the paper.
Is this WTF is this on the student's homework?
Yeah. So she did write an F, and she put a couple of more letters right in front of it, which is, I guess, is probably worse than an F. So Melinda Smith says she was shocked when her son handed her his science homework with the WTF and the acronym containing a swear word written across the top. Now, just seeing WTF, what is this? It wasn't anything about not getting the credit. It was more about the language, Smith said, when she called the Incorporated to complain. So this is what she said. I think for sure she needs to be reprimanded, and I believe that something should be done in her file.
For a teacher whatsoever.
I want to know how bad that paper was for them to write WTF on it. Maybe the student deserved it. You turn in some crap, I'm going to call you out.
I'm not totally against it.
I love it.
What about our teachers out there?
I'm sure a bunch of teachers want to write WTF on these papers, and they just settle for the F. Like, You know what? You get an F. You get a WTF, that means you didn't even try. You have no clue what's going on. I like it. I'm down with it.
Keep it going with the teachers.
All right. Here we go. This is this one here's got a little morbid twist to it. But all right, so a mother of 3 who's also a teacher, 42-year-old, died after swallowing a $75 bag of cocaine in the first class lounge before a flight to Dubai. Okay, so a mother of 3 accidentally killed herself when she swallowed a bag of cocaine in the first class airport lounge while waiting to fly to Dubai. Now, British expat teacher Victoria, 42, ate the resealable bag when she realized she still had the drugs in her possession, was drinking a glass of champagne after she checked with her luggage. Now, she had earlier bought $250 worth of Class A drugs during the family visit to the UK with her husband, Mark.
She's a partier.
Oh, $250 of Class A drugs. And she only had $75 left. Okay. Now, Victoria had $75 worth of cocaine left when she decided to swallow it in hopes of getting it back home. And moments later, she collapsed with a severe seizure when the bag burst in her stomach. See, this is why if you're gonna pull off.
So she was trying to keep it.
She definitely was trying to keep it.
She was trying to poop it out later.
You got to put it in another bag. You can't just put it in the little baggie that it comes in. Anybody who does coke knows that.
Whoa.
When that bag gets
TMI.
wet, it's a wrap. I mean, if you're trying to smuggle it, you can't just swallow the bag.
You
that
learned
it
this
comes
from
in.
Locked Up Abroad.
I heard.
assuming.
I mean, I heard some people talking about it at my bar. You know,
I know some of your family listens. So
yeah, but put it in a balloon.
Put her in a balloon.
No,
you call the drugs her, huh?
You put
Wow.
the her
We
in the
better just
balloon.
stop this story right now.
And then you swallow it. But
let's stop the story right there.
Man,
I know you're from Gary.
Hey man, she's an idiot. Well, she was an idiot.
I know it's not funny though.
It's
but
not.
at the same time,
it is kind of.
What did she expect? I mean, that's a dangerous stunt,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got kids. What are you thinking? Just do it. Just whatever you got left, just flush it.
I feel bad the way it went down, but come on.
Yeah. That's what happens when you watch too much TV. I'm gonna swallow his bag and shit.
This
it out
guy,
later.
I don't feel. I actually no. This guy I feel bad for.
You feel bad for this guy.
You can't. Yeah, I know. We were going back and forth on this.
I don't feel bad. For
I feel
this
bad
guy.
for this guy from Port Allen Catholic School.
I don't feel bad for this guy. Not one bit.
So this guy, his class takes a field trip to Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to him?
All right, so I'm gonna just read the headline for you here.
Yeah.
Port Allen Catholic School principal.
This is a principal. Not even a teacher.
Not a teacher.
This is the main man. This
This
is the guy running the show.
This is the dude. He resigns after arrest at a strip club while on a school field trip. Now, let me get into this story here. Now, the principal at the Holy Family Catholic School in Port Allen, an educator who previously received the prestigious $25,000 Milken Award, has resigned after his arrest early Friday at the Washington, D.C. strip club while on a school field trip to the nation's capital. Now, Dan Bourne, spokesperson for the Baton Rouge, said in a statement that the incident occurred while he was with students on a school-sponsored trip. Though there were no students with him, I like how they said there were no students with him, like they had to specify that. There were no students.
They do in today's world.
But the reason why he was arrested because he refused to pay his tab.
It was probably something. You know how
And he had
how this works. They probably were trying to rip him off.
And he had a service dog with him. Okay.
Yeah, that's a part of the story that it just really throws a curveball in.
Yeah.
There. He brought a pet into the strip club.
Yeah. And the report says,
but he partied a little hard. There was probably a discrepancy with the bill, like there usually is at these types of places.
And they put him out and they arrested him.
So he's definitely not the principal there anymore, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And you don't think he should have resigned?
No, you got to resign at that point.
See,
this is a school in New Orleans, by the way. So he should be a strip club veteran.
He should know better. You
Yeah.
can't refuse to pay your
He should be
bill
a
with
strip
a
club
service
vet.
dog and don't think you're going to get arrested. I've been to strip clubs. You refuse to pay your bill, you getting arrested. This is just how it works. Like, sir, you had 7 lap dances. What are you talking about? I only had 6. The dog had 1. Oh, really? And the dog's going to pay for it? Neither one of us are going to pay for it. He didn't ask for that lap dance. When you know you're riding dirty, you just got to pay up. You're on the school time. What an idiot. Way to go, DC police. I do not feel bad for this guy. Not one bit.
There you have it. What else? Is that all we got in teachers?
I think that's it. Way to end the school year, though, you know?
Yeah.
Some WTFs.
Oh, wait, we got one more, though.
What we
An
got?
award that a kid was given. End of year award.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
And now in the chat, people are saying that places like Disneyland and Chuck E. Cheese should have strip clubs attached to them.
Why?
Well, these are obviously married people with kids that
want to go to the strip club.
No, they have to go to Disneyland. They have to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You don't have to go to Disneyland or Chuck E. Cheese. You can tell your kid, no, shut up and go sit down. You don't have to go.
There would be people in there.
I mean, if they put a strip club at Disney World next
Mom,
time
I'm going to grab a Coke. I'll be right back.
And
Dad
comes back.
disappears.
Yeah, he grabbed the other
The
kind
last
of
train's leaving to the parking lot. Where are you?
Getting a table dance at the happiest place on earth. It really would be the happiest place on earth if they put
There
strip
would be
clubs.
mad people in there. Chief Firewater agrees with me. He says, hell yeah, there'd be people. He said it'd be packed.
Of course.
So, from a business perspective, not a bad idea, listeners.
To put a strip club at Disney
Not a bad
World.
idea.
I mean,
family outraged after their son. This is a Gary, Indiana
This
story,
is a
so I'm going to
Gary
let you
story.
take this one.
Oh,
this is a GI story.
all right, here we go.
Gary, Indiana.
In Gary, Indiana.
Here we go.
Family is outraged after a boy with autism receives most annoying student award from school. Now, 11-year-old boy with autism was the recipient of the most annoying male trophy during the end of the year award ceremony for Bailey Preparatory Academy in Gary, Indiana.
Are you familiar with this place?
I went to Bailey Middle School. I don't
Okay.
know what they call it
They
nowadays.
might be affiliated, though.
They may have changed the name.
Yeah.
You know, the state comes in.
This
and
might
changes
be
the
your
name.
spot, and they made it more of a private school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the boy's father was outraged that the special education teacher selected his son for such an award. Now, this is what he said. We were blindsided. We just weren't expecting it. You know, he said, and he told the local newspaper, as a principal or a teacher, you should never let this happen to a student. The award ceremony took place on May 23rd at a local. The award ceremony took place at Golden Corral. Come on, y'all. Okay, that's problem number one. Why you having
Why am I
ceremonies?
not shocked by any of this?
Why are you having?
Probably because I've been to Gary, but go ahead.
This makes it even worse. We had an award ceremony at Golden Corral. Okay. And the parents said that fellow parents fell silent when the award was called out to his son, who was named most annoying male. Now, he didn't want to create a scene, so he tried to quietly leave the award behind on the table. Okay. And Castor John said at the end of the luncheon, his son's teacher reminded him not to forget the trophy. Now, the teacher tried to play the incident off like it was a joke, right? The father said. And later that night, when he told his wife about what happened, it really sank in, you know? And he said his son's teacher routinely called their home with concerns about how to handle the boy's behavior. And the father began to wonder if the phone calls contributed to his son being chosen for the dubious award. And here it says, Bailey Preparatory School, 2018-2019, most annoying male. This is terrible. And this is, I don't know what's worse, the award or where they had the damn award ceremony at. This is just a bad look, Gary. God.
I saw another story, I can't remember where it was out of, where they gave the kid most likely never to leave the little Hodunk town, wherever it was.
I mean, that's probably true.
Pretty rude, too.
That's pretty accurate, though, probably. Yeah. But you don't...
You don't tell them that.
Yeah, but you don't tell a kid with autism that they're the most annoying.
I'm saying it's the same thing.
It is. It's just bad news all the way around.
All right, we got a couple hangover stories.
Uh-oh.
Before we get to that are eerily similar. One of them is an unsolved mystery.
Uh-oh.
But before we get to that, I know we have a lot of Arizona listeners.
Mm-hmm.
So I came across this Arizona story, and it involves a fight club.
Fight club?
Wouldn't be surprised.
First rule
Arizona.
about Fight Club is you...
Well, this fight club they're
you
talking
don't talk about Fight Club.
This one they're talking about for a very good reason.
They broke the first rule.
And we'll play some sound.
At risk for a sort of fight club with MMA matches. Our Nohelani Graf live with the story, and these guys were gambling with the lives of aspiring fighters, oh hey, just to make a couple of bucks.
Kaylee, they were charging $30 to $60 to get in and holding the fights wherever they could. We're talking about a parking lot in Mesa, an Elks Lodge in Glendale.
Kids were fighting.
Even at Cortez
For those
High
that
School
can't see
in
the video.
Phoenix. That's all
children.
according to undercover agents with the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission. They got video of at least 3 fights, and each time kids varying ages are stepping into the ring, going at it, even knocking each other out. And you can see these were full-blown cage fights that were set up. I mean, this wasn't a small setup. Investigators, though, say that organizers didn't have licensed
One of the
doctors
videos got
on
like
hand.
some
They didn't
8-year-olds
have
in there.
insurance
Yeah.
or police on site, and experienced fighters say that is what is so dangerous.
You're talking about people's lives, you know what I mean? Like any wrong hit in any specific area can damage them for life. So it could be fatal as well.
So 2 men here, Ronald Soria and Todd Whitmoyer, are being charged for their roles in organizing and promoting these unsanctioned fights.
Wow. What are they thinking? You got kids out here fight clubbing it
That
up.
first video, they were like under 8.
Yeah, they were probably like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Just swinging away at each other. What if one of them gets... You know, they watch a lot of wrestling, so they think this stuff is real, and how easy is it for you to do the wrong move and then a kid's paralyzed for life? What an idiot. These people deserve to go somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe to jail for a little bit.
So next up, 2 hangover stories.
Hangovers.
First one, we'll let you take these.
Oh.
First one happened in Cambodia.
Okay. All right, here we go.
We got some pictures to supplement this, though. Here we go.
So we got a nasty chomp hangover. Hungover man.
Oh, wait. I love it. What? A nasty chomp?
A nasty chomp. Hungover man has penis bitten by wife who was furious when he couldn't come down for breakfast.
So she cooked for him.
She cooked. So a fuming wife bit her hungover husband's penis in an argument after he refused to join her for breakfast. Chum Bung, 40 years old, chomped on his genitals in retaliation for him violently biting her ear the morning after the pair had indulged in a heavy drinking session. Now, she was called out to her husband, 38, to have some food, and basically what happened, he didn't come down. She got
missed it. She
upset.
looking like Evander Holyfield in her picture.
I mean, I get it.
Piece
You
of
want
her
to
ears missing
retaliate. Don't bite his penis off. Both of y'all need that. You know?
Yeah.
That's just stupid. So his hungry wife stormed into the room and tried to drag him out of the bed, causing a furious argument. Lee is alleged to have then chomped on his wife's ear. Get off me. I ain't coming down. I'm hungover. Leave me alone. Which, in return, caused her to retaliate by plunging her teeth into his penis. How you don't see that coming? I mean, you hungover, but come on. So then she bit his right testicle, causing severe bleeding.
Gosh, as if the penis wasn't enough.
Yeah, just I'm going to bite the ball off too.
Yeah.
Man. And then after she bit it, prompting howls and in pain. Now, the concerned neighbors in the village went to intervene before the police arrived. The husband was rushed to the hospital where medics treated his genital injuries. So here's a lesson for you guys. No matter how hungover you are, if your wife calls you down and she's made you some food, you get up and you go eat or put on a jock strap or tuck it in or something. And you don't bite her ear. That was a cheap shot.
And we'll follow it up with a hangover unsolved mystery here. Give you Robert a second to get in studio. Robert Speck joining us after a long hiatus. Good to have you back, Robert.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back, Antoine.
Well, we'll get you going here.
All right. Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, the worst hangover ever. Man passes out drunk and wakes up to find his penis has been cut off. Fact, fantasy, and history have come together to tease the imagination. The incident took place in a city in South China's Huning Province. According to the locals, Mr. Tan went out with friends on the night of May 7th, drinking nearly a half a liter of Chinese rice wine. Mr. Tan became so drunk that he lost consciousness soon after. But the next morning, he woke up in his home screaming as he realized that someone had sliced off his schlong. According to Chinese media, the 44-year-old man, known only by his surname Tan, woke up the next morning to sharp pain and severe bleeding before realizing that his cock had been chopped off by someone with a sharp tool. His shocked family rushed him to the hospital. Doctors managed to stitch the severed penis back on nearly 15 hours later. Although Mr. Tan was seriously injured, he decided not to call police. His brother told reporters that Mr. Tan would not speak about the matter while recovering in the hospital. The man refused to tell his family, who may have detached his dick, and their possible motives, leaving the cock-cutting culprit at large. A rational explanation is hardly necessary.
That might be the most amazing unsolved mystery we've had yet. And if you have any tips on this, no pun intended. If you actually have the tip, 917-477-7737.
It's good to be back in studio.
Thanks, Robert.
No problem.
We got to get Jay Craig back in here to comment on this.
Oh man, that was. I gotta take my hat off to Robert. That was good, man.
What do you think happened?
Seeing that he doesn't want to tell. He knows who did it, but he just don't want to tell.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking a little bit of infidelity. I mean,
This was in China, not in Cambodia.
No,
so it's not that, because I would have a prime suspect if it was in Cambodia.
True. Man, somebody cut your thing off. It's for a purpose. I mean, it's not just like something you do to pass time.
Yeah.
Somebody was mad. But my
What
thing
a
is,
hangover,
how
man.
do you not realize the moment it gets cut off?
Yeah.
You went to sleep. I get it. You passed out. You know, I've been blacked out before, but you cut my penis off. I'm up right then and there. You went to sleep and then you woke up and then you realized that.
A lot of holes in that story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cutting it. I'm not buying it.
We got a call coming in.
Uh-oh.
Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
We got Ozella in H-Town. What's up, Ozella? Oh, wait a minute. I switched lines.
Jay Greg.
Hello.
I'm so glad to have Robert back.
Hey, you know, it's been a while. We all happy to have Robert back.
Yeah, we
My
love Robert.
favorite character.
You don't have any leads, do you?
Any what?
Leads on the Unsolved Mystery? Leads, tips?
Oh, yeah. I think Robert cut his own penis off. He got so drunk.
Well, that was
He said,
tan.
I
That
cut
wasn't
this off and not even
Robert still has his crank. It's tan.
Yeah.
It's tan we're worried about.
Yeah.
I think Robert cut it off. Because he passed out. He didn't even know it. You
Wow.
know, if you drunk...
Robert is behind these
half
crimes.
A liter.
So
Yeah.
Robert's behind the majority of these crimes. Very
Robert's over there
Yeah.
cutting penises.
Robert
too.
didn't cut it off, but I think the man cut his own penis off.
You
I
think
meant to say
this
that. I'm
man?
sorry,
You
not
think the
Robert.
man
No,
cut
I
his
know
own
what you
penis
meant.
off?
You thought
Yeah.
tan did.
I think he...
You know, Ozella, we had an incident outside of Sam Houston High School. Are you familiar with that area?
I know exactly where that area is at. What happened?
Yeah, I didn't share this video, but there was a guy with socks on, one black sock, one white sock, and nothing else running around some bridge over there in Houston. You have any leads on that story? Because I think they're still looking for this guy, too.
They're still looking for him.
Yeah.
I mean, you know...
While I got you on the phone, I'll play the video.
Why does it matter that he had a black sock or a white sock on? You remember Punky Brewster used to have one red gym shoe and
I'm
one
just
blue
saying
gym shoe.
that's the only tip you can go off of.
That's all. He just wanted a little diversity on his feet. That's all. We're just gonna keep it like that.
And I'm
It's
showing
all-
the video right now for our YouTube viewers of him.
It's all love.
How are we
You
supposed
know,
to
I don't
identify him if they got him all blurred out?
Yeah, man. I mean, I understand he's naked, but just blur out the lower half.
Yeah.
That's when it
Yeah,
got
we
serious,
just-
and I'm the
hey,
car that he decides.
You don't need any socks in Houston today. It's 95 degrees here.
Yeah, well, he went everything but the socks, so
He didn't want to burn his. He didn't want to burn his feet up. You know.
I'm glad
that bridge
I
was
could
hot.
catch you guys. I was telling Jonathan I was taking my Toastmasters class, so I wanted. I am
Wait
so
a
glad.
minute.
Oh my God! Look at it.
Toastmasters?
Okay.
What is that?
That's all he had on was some socks.
Hold on a
Bobby
second. I don't.
Brown.
Hold on a second. What is Toastmasters class, Ozella?
You don't know what Toastmasters is? Okay, Toastmasters is an international speaking group where they have them in a lot of corporate Americas that teach you how to present your speech, your talk when you're trying to get in front of large people or small audiences, that keep you how to keep yourself calm and have the right words, enunciate. Because, you know, a lot of times when people talk, they go, and Toastmasters teach you not to do that, not to have filler words like, so, therefore, and it keeps you a smooth. And a lot of times when you go through these classes and you go up to the international level, it gives you from going to maybe a director to a VP at your job, because it's giving you diction and enunciation. It's one
You
of the
remember-
best tools going out. So
I'm
gonna have to tape one of my speeches and send it to you so you can hear it. It's just
Okay.
phenomenal.
No wonder you're so well spoken. Do you remember Miss South Carolina?
Yes, I do.
The Miss America, she could have used a Toastmasters class.
I know. And and sad to
Probably
say,
some other
our
books too, but
yeah, definitely.
number 44
That would've been a
president
good
could have
score.
used some too, because he used a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
I was like, what the world? Nobody ever told President Obama to go take this. It's so many people that I want to take under my wings and say, come under my class so that I can talk to you, because you are sounding pretty bad. So I would like to do this nationally and compete internationally. So remember, you heard it, Toastmasters on
Look at
Stream
this plug.
35.
Look at this plug.
I ain't just plugging her.
Shameless plug.
I ain't mad at you.
No, we always love hearing from you, Ozella.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much, and likewise,
Thanks for
talking to
checking
you
in.
guys. Have a great evening.
All right.
And
As well.
I'm still waiting for you to come, Anton. Jonathan J. Craig will be here next month, so you need to come with us.
Might have to mix it in. We'll
Yeah.
do a live
Mix it
remote.
in.
Let's
we
do
can
it.
mix it. We can set up right here in my living room.
All right.
Take care.
Okay, you take care too.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jonathan.
See you later.
Live remote from the H-Town.
Yeah, man. Might not be
Maybe
a
we
bad
can
idea.
find the sock guy.
All we got to do is have one white sock, one black sock. We'll figure it out.
That's why he had the socks on, though. You hit the nail on the head there. That pavement.
It's
that would
hot.
be sweltering.
Yeah, man. If you're going to run
Houston
around
gets
naked,
hot.
you can't be running around completely naked.
Speaking of hot places, out in Phoenix, did you catch what happened to this rescue mission? We're going to
did.
show a couple videos here. If you're on our audio, we'll give you great detail what's going on. A lot of these, unless you've been living under a rock, this one went real viral.
Yeah, it did.
I saw it everywhere. So they tried to rescue this 75-year-old woman,
Well, they
hiker,
don't. And tonight we're hearing from rescuers who tell us what went wrong.
with a helicopter, a chopper. Get to the
Dramatic
chopper.
video coming from Phoenix, Arizona. Inside that basket, a
You can give some
75-year-old
play-by-play
woman.
here as well.
She hurt her knee while on a hike, so rescue crews were called to airlift her out. But that's when things took a turn. Literally, you could see crews lift the hoist toward the helicopter. That's when the basket starts to spin. So they lowered her for a second try, but that only made the basket spin faster and faster and faster. The speed of the spin increased every time they raised and lowered the basket.
I mean, that thing's just
Keep in mind, a
spinning.
75-year-old woman is
It's-
inside. Derek Geisel was the pilot.
It's going as
He
fast as
explains
the,
what happened.
They start to lower the load, and it actually does
propeller
start
of
to
the
stop,
copter.
So.
Pretty much.
And then we slowly brought it back up. It gets into the same downwash from the aircraft. It started to spin again.
Crews tried using a line attached to the basket. Usually it prevents it from spinning. But as you could see, that didn't work.
And it actually eventually broke, so we brought it down again, brought it back up, hoping some of the spin would lessen, which it didn't, obviously.
Crews eventually flew away with the basket still dangling, and eventually they got her up to the helicopter. Phoenix Fire Captain Bobby Dubnow was on board.
Once we had her up against the ship there and had her secure with multiple points of contact, I was able to kind of, get in her face a little bit and just make sure her eyes were open and just, told her that everything was going to be okay.
Crews say while this isn't common, it does happen, especially when doing rescues in canyons or on windy days, or in this case, turbulence from the helicopter's rotor.
Yeah, just watching that video, so unreal. So how's the woman doing? Well, firefighters say she suffered no effects from that violent spin, but she obviously was dizzy, also nauseous. She was taken to the hospital, and today's definitely a day that she'll never forget. Back to you in the studio.
Like you hurt your knee and then you get spent around. I'd rather
I mean,
just
I
walk.
read deeper into it. She actually threw up, was throwing up on herself in there.
Ah, and then it's
Yeah.
all, she's all covered up.
I mean, she was going fast.
Yeah, she, 75-year-old Grammy, spinning. They spinning.
You're listening to the Press Box Party. If you want to get a call in, you better hurry up. We don't got much time. 917-477-7737.
Time's running out.
Our hero of the week.
Oh, yeah. I love this story.
I love how you call it a story.
It was not a story, but it's
it's just a highlight. It's a
just a
highlight.
clip. And for those of you who can't see,
hold on, let me blow it. Oh man, this is just too good. This guy right here.
This guy's
saving the day.
He saved the pizza. So this guy is in a restaurant.
Take us through it. He's working his shift in the restaurant in the kitchen.
And somebody pulls a pizza out the oven. They almost drop it, and he's just walking by. He grabs the pizza, slings it to the side right there on the tray, and keeps walking like super gangster. Like, yeah, that's why I got the black shirt on.
He didn't even react.
He caught the pizza and was like,
kept walking.
Bam. Oh, pizza's flying? Got it. Boom.
Employee of the month.
Employee of the year.
It's done.
Shift manager.
Should have been on SportsCenter's top 10.
It could be.
It's not too late. And we got another soundbite that's going to come about by a guy You really enjoyed this guy.
Oh, this made my week.
So this was, where did this take place? Somewhere in was it in Nashville or something? I don't know. We'll just play the sound from it. You don't even need the video.
You don't need to know where it's from.
I don't know. The sound won't play, man.
Oh no, you gotta play the sound for this one.
Here. Maybe it's on here. Yeah, the sound's not playing.
Come
it's
on.
like they took it down.
No.
I mean, I got the most important sound effect of the whole thing.
Come
First,
on.
tell us what happens.
All right, so a black hotel employee responds to a woman who calls him the N-word, goes viral. Okay.
That, but it's above me.
Please let me.
It's above me.
So basically, what happened?
Sorry about Allen Iverson there.
A black hotel employee filmed himself discussing with a woman who has been denied service as the woman called him a effing N-word on the phone. Now, Craig Brooks, a 26-year-old guest employee at the Holiday Inn in Austin, Texas, spoke with the Insider about the incident. Okay, after taking an unnamed woman's credit card information to book a room, she said she would be there in 10 minutes. Brooks responded, okay, you got the...
Yeah, I got it. Just keep...
Okay, Brooks responded he would see her then, but didn't hang up the phone right away. According to Brooks, the woman said that effing N-word while she was still on the line. Now, when the woman showed up to the hotel, he calmly explained to her in the now viral video, which he filmed on Snapchat and uploaded to Twitter, that she would not be permitted to stay in the hotel.
And now I can play the sound?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Being called a nigger, so this shall be fun. That, but you called me a fucking
I need
nigger.
to stay here. My mother died.
I understand that, but you called me a fucking
sorry.
nigger. No,
I'm sorry.
You weren't sorry when you said it on the phone.
Listen, there was
No,
people screaming
but
at home.
at the end of the day, and the climate that we live in today's
I said
society,
I was sorry.
I understand that, but it's above me now.
I need a room tonight.
Well, there's the Best Western next door.
No, please, let me hear. My daughter's here.
I'm sorry, but I mean, I was on the phone when you said it.
I said I'm sorry. Please, I've had a horrible day
And I had a
today.
horrible time when hearing that.
He won't let me in.
It's above me. She called me a fucking nigger.
Sir, my grandma just
I
died.
understand that, but it's above me.
Please let me.
It's above me. Sorry.
I got my
The
credit
Best
card.
Western is next door.
Sir, the rest of our family
I understand that, but it's above me.
Please. I
She
apologize.
said what she said.
I understand that.
I understand.
She's very...
It's above me. Then there's a Best Western next door, lady. Kudos to him, man. He handled that very well. And coined a new phrase. It's above me now. And you're going to hear that phrase for the rest of the summer.
You are. It's going to be like hide your wife, hide your kids.
They raping everybody up in here.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. Dead giveaway.
So that's the new sensation. But
Yep.
look that up if you're listening on audio.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you missed any portion of this show, we keep archives of everything. You can go on mixlr.com on the show reels. Or if you go on YouTube, just look up Pressbox Party, and you can catch up with the show there. You can also see some of the videos. Of course, most of these videos that we share with you are pretty viral. So if you got Twitter,
I got
if you're on
Twitter.
the Twitter's verse,
If you're
probably
tweeting,
seen all this stuff.
If you're out there tweeting, twatting, what do you call it?
We didn't cover one sports thing. We got a new heavyweight champion.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a fat boy.
Biggie.
God,
He's a biggie.
That's what you got to love about boxing.
Yep. Don't matter what you look like.
You come in, doesn't matter what you, yep.
As long as you hit him hard.
We'll see in the rematch if he's for real, though.
We'll see.
Ruiz, we're talking about. Be interesting to see what the odds are in that.
Oh, they're going to be all over the place.
So you've been listening to the Pressbox Party. Thanks to our listeners. Good day in the chat room.
Yeah.
You guys contributed well. Keep that up. We'll be back next week. Be back to our Wednesday schedule.
Yeah.
7 p.m. Eastern if you want to catch it live.
We'll do it live.
We will. We always do it live.
We do.
To get you guys involved in the show.
So call us up.
Yeah, we need you guys to keep calling.
We do. Don't be scared.
All right. For my man from Gary, Indiana.
Yes,
Jonathan
sir.
Craig. When's your next show?
Next show is next Thursday, June 13th. Dangerfields Comedy Club, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
I'll be there.
2 drink minimum.
Wait, what day is that?
That's a Thursday.
All right. Next week.
Next Thursday, 7 days.
Cool.
And you guys want to be there because I'm going to be talking some trash. As per usual.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. I think there's hockey on right now.
Yep, and we got the Yankees up 6-0, bottom of the 5th.
Let's see what's going on in that hockey game. We'll give you guys a live update. Big game. Series tied at 2. Oh, wow. St. Louis almost scored right there.
And the score is 0-0.
Scoreless. Almost the end of the first period. So
Plenty
go
of
watch
time.
some hockey. Be safe. Have some fun. You've been listening to Stream 35 Radio. And don't
get too drunk and lose
drive.
your penis.
No driving. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get in a car. And definitely keep a close eye on your crank.
Yeah, man. Get a jock strap if you're going to get wasted. Just chastity belt or something.
That's it for now. Press Box Party, another episode in the books.
Yeah.
We are out.
Yeah.